Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, our last episode. With time to spare between now and the Day of Calamity, we set out into Grand Trad to explore, finding our first side quest as we obtained some medicine for the Pagan's Dilemma and found the Wisdom Royal Virtue blocking us taking another. We now work on that issue by cooking for Help The Hushed Honeybee. By the look of it, it seems more or less time to do a thing. If we can't do any other quests and we need to build wisdom, then we can start off doing that stuff.
Pardon?
That soldier that tried to bring down Luis, is he going to be branded a criminal for it? Why would he be? Look at the mess Luis has made of the royal family. And all but publicly declared he took the king's life with his own two hands. He was a soldier trying to take revenge on a king-slaying traitor. He should get a statue, if anything. True enough, I suppose. I wouldn't want to think of the man as a common criminal. You're not the only one. All the soldiers supporting Luis has left Grand Trad on this fancy Skyrunner.
Out of ideas.
Safe to say all the boosts left in Grand Trad, might have a weird name in it, myself included, hate Luis's guts. I just hope that if that poor man left any family behind that they're taken care of. We'd try if we could. Oh, there's someone with an issue. You see plenty like him on guard duty. Some just sit there not moving a muscle, others roll over on the ground moaning. I'd look into these dead eyes and not feel something cold grip your own heart. Wish they'd give it a rest. Anyone suffering from this seems to be turning blue.
Ridiculous.
What in the world is that soldier grumbling about now? Can he just concentrate on guarding? The soldiers' morale is so low that they've gotten outwit by Luis. And now look at things. Disgraceful. Ah, damn bloody noble. I can't believe he's making me go to the mausoleum. Not like I can go searching unless that necromancer is caught. Sounds like a future quest to me.
My husband?
I can't stand this. Protecting the Grand Cathedral from Luis is just impossible. There's no way. It's not just Luis that's tough. The private army he leads has an elite force of warriors as well. They're called the White Clap. Gotta be honest, I admire them a bit, but this is something else. Bad name. Very bad name.
Is this it?
Awful.
What the hell am I? It's that man. He does as he pleases, all while concealing his true intentions. Sorry, pay no mind to what I've just said. Seems I just came back in where I was. Might even end up then. Must have been back on Sunshade Row, I think. Yeah, I think I was. Alright, let's go to there. So there's no quests I can do. I've kind of seemingly picked up all the quests that I can do, unless there's quests in shops.
What happened?
Seen that corpse at the Grand Cathedral? Never seen one that huge. There you go again. What's it now? A human or something? Regardless, the army will handle whatever it is that you're on about. We heard another proper scary rumor too. Apparently, Luis is the only one in the kingdom strong enough to defeat one. That would be scary if true. I guess I should check out here.
I'm out of ideas.
So there's no quest icon in here that we can see. Tavern Keeper is a class that they don't use any platypus cooks in their kitchen, even though they'll work for cheap. Yes, it's good to hear, though I must say, having this elder here blight my vision is somewhat unpleasant. These people are the worst. This is the worst place. Oh, no. Well, I don't mind you coming in if you're just going to eat. Sorry, but could I ask you to keep your head down? The Sanctus pilgrims won't hide their contempt for the elder if they see you. Why do they hate the elder? Just so we're clear, it's not me who hates your kind, it's my customers. To be honest, I couldn't care less about tribal sensitivities. I once tried to hire a platypus girl, but the regulars wouldn't stand for it. Something about it being filthy. If I could speak freely, I'd say the same thing about most of the Clemar. There's no kind way to say it, but that's simply how things are in both this city and this country. Take care of your business and be on your way. Please, for both our sakes.
What is it?
What do you want, you louse? Who do you think you are staring at me like that? You want some of this too? This fine ambrosia will be wasted on lips of some elder chub. Get your own cheap drink to Sunshade Row.
I'm out of ideas.
Hey, if they're cheap and good.
Oh, what a pity.
I'm quite sorry. You've likely heard the people in this tavern speaking ill of others on the basis of their tribe. They give their opinions too freely, especially once there's a few pints in them. Please take this as a token of apology. Do come back again if you'd like. Oh, nice. Talking to people is worth stuff.
That damn
It's hard to do a sweep though, because we can't actually just click on this and see
Alright, then.
the people.
That reminds me.
No, never mind. I meant to press this.
That's
Another dead guy.
terribly unfair.
Stubborn little stain. What do you think you're doing here? Off with you already. You're a blight on our fair city. Suppose I'm not surprised your ears don't work properly. When did all these undesirables creep onto our streets?
But why?
But why? Right. I guess we start building up stats. And I will start with wisdom because that's what we need.
Something up?
Well, I'll take a breather. There's a nice view and it's important to stop and smell the roses, you know. Besides, watching how the people in Grand Trad live might broaden your horizons. If I spend some time gazing at the scenery, my wisdom should broaden.
Oh,
So what's the plan? Care for a short break? Yeah, we talked around a fair bit.
okay.
Alright, and it's decided.
Whoa.
The streets are packed, but at least it's not as huge a crowd as the royal funeral had. There really are people watching? Sure are a bunch of nobles on the main street and around the Grand Cathedral. I see some Culinary, Rogue, and even some Ishkia. If you head to the back streets, you'll see more platypus. Guess that's what a class divide looks like. And then there's you, the only elder in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. I hate it here. I'm fed up with it. I know, they aren't even directed at me and it still makes me sick to my stomach. How fair is treated as a whole? Just remember, there's not a single thing wrong with you, so stand tall, okay? You're as free to walk these streets as anyone else. Gazing out the sights of the capital of Gallica makes me feel like I've broadened my wisdom.
All right.
That seemed to get me further than the amount of points I got for the tolerance. Gallica and I headed home while discussing the people and stores we passed along the way. On days you don't visit a dungeon, you'll have enough energy left for activities at night. You can visit followers that are only available at night or hone your royal virtues. Gallica might have advice on what to do at night. Back to the Hushed Honeybee.
Please, if you can help.
And Guy's in here at this point in time. Okay, so we can go out and about and do what we want at night. Is there any, like, new quest areas? Okay, so still the quest icon there, so it confirms that we can see quest via this map. And any new stuff out there, not necessarily, so I don't mind not having a look around because we had a look around earlier. Maria's still in bed. So let's deal with this cooking thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? We'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. And you have the ingredients so I can show you how to make a red glass roasted bedeau. Seems like Fabienne's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we could do is return the favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabienne prepare food, my tolerance should improve.
That reminds me.
Well, that reminds me, there was someone who wanted to know what it's like helping with the cooking here. We could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, sounds good, but it seems like I need to make a very specific thing. Say I'm too busy. Oh, I don't know. Do I have the ingredients to make red...
Fancy a bit of
Do you have anything going on at this point in time? Okay, you do. Lucky. Might have said that I don't have the ingredients, but I might have already bought the ingredients knowing what I've been getting.
I'm just fancy a bit of interest.
Alright, secret of the red grass shop. Learn about the man who sells ingredients only to select clientele near the Grand Cathedral. Learn about the ingredients you can acquire in Grand Trad. I'll buy both, probably. There are a lot of ingredients available in Grand Trad. Right, if you want to cook something, then the butcher sells bedeau meat, and there are other shops that sell red grass. Water shop sells pristine clear water, or same as any city, really. And if memory serves, I heard something about being able to make a dish from Fabienne's hometown. Want to try it out? Literally everything we already got, so that was kind of worthless. Secret of the red grass shop.
Just between
A
us.
store, the market in front of the Grand Cathedral that sells red grass. You know, the herb that Fabienne uses in a certain dish of hers? Matter of fact, red grass originates from the region where you'll also find Fabienne's hometown. It's not that far from Grand Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop owner only sells it to his trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy it will likely get shooed away.
Very nice.
You're no stranger, are you? You already know Fabienne, of course, and you're also an acquaintance of Glias's. So, if that's what you're after, try mentioning him to the shopkeep. Get on that list of regulars of his, and you'll be able to obtain a fairly valuable ingredient. Okay, so I need that, most likely.
I'm just, please, if you can help.
What's happened?
What's that? Shut up. What's happened is I'm going to silence you for good if you keep nagging me like that. Right, this should be open at this time, right?
The Grand Cathedral, why?
Ooh, that's an interesting place. Scales are moving without anything in it. Or was I imagining that?
Say there.
I hear you were of Glias the Honeybee, and an elder besides. Things must be interesting over there. A friend of Glias can be trusted, I suppose, but let's not discuss the legality of my goods. What are your goods? The world shouldn't revolve around the privileged few who can afford expensive igniters. Consequently, my wares are distinguished by their affordability and something else. Well, except for the rings, that is, they're most valuable. Not as easily handled as an igniter. Only a true mage could utilize their real power. If you're confident in your magic abilities, why not give them a chance? Oh, so you sell spell ring? No, you don't. Well, you probably do. There's 100 dark damage, light damage, and more. Praetorian cloth reduces turn icon cost of guard command by half. That's actually pretty cool. Phantasmal doll. Ability able to perform 2 consecutive actions. Actions use turn icons as normal. 49k. Plague mask. Prevents poison, prevents paralysis, hex, daze, forget, sleep. Some of these are kind of cool. Can only buy 4 of these. Hello, person in chat with the name you want me to say out loud.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
There's bait.
I'm just...
Right then, so to that other place. So, ooh,
All right, then.
we can't... Oh, we can still... Oh, okay. The person who gives us talking, eloquence, whatever, goes away at night. Tolerance is still there. So is wisdom and so is imagination. Some things are only available in the day.
Right.
You nicked the glass, right? Yeah, it's a piece of cake. It's everywhere in the royal capital, after all. But a luxury outside it. Now more guards may be around due to that Grand Cathedral mess, but I think there's more yet we can steal. I'm sure there is.
Oh, what'll I do?
Oh, come off it.
Let's just surf our way past some corpses.
What are you playing at?
Hang on a minute, you.
I know that. What business have you at the Grand Cathedral? You have a fairy escort. What noble family have you absconded from? We were just passing by, and we aren't anyone's servants or captives. Can you stop trying to pick a fight with us? I got my eye on you. Try any funny business, and I'll show no mercy.
Playing at?
What am I playing at?
Awful. Just
Is this it?
I don't know. Right, gab gab.
my husband.
Gab gab.
He hasn't returned.
Why, you...
Oh, I already have to put up with all the commotion from the royal funeral. Now I have to deal with that damn Parapus as well. I thought he was just very interested in my product. Seeing how enthusiastically he watched me, but he was marking how I did things to open his own bloody shop. I just wanted to buy something. If you wouldn't mind taking your anger out elsewhere, sir. What's going on? I didn't get it myself. Oh, welcome back. Thank you very much for your patronage. Glad to see you're still in good spirits despite it all. I can't imagine business has been well with the recent trouble at the Grand Cathedral. That's exactly why I need to stay cheery. This night market is one of the things Grand Trad is famous for, so I've got to make sure to keep some pep in my step.
I'm chuffed.
So what shop do I go to buy this thing?
Damn it all.
People are stuck in the Grand Cathedral, and here I am at work, but if I didn't show up, my mum would kill me. Your mum's the old battle axe who runs this shop. Haven't seen her in a while, but glad to hear she's still ticking. Don't worry, there are soldiers everywhere, so I'm sure things will be back to normal before long. Probably not you. Ishkia artist. My, oh my, an elder, and one with such beautiful eyes at that. My paintings caught your eye. If so, you better taste of my parents. Well, I do apologize. All of the works here were commissioned by the nobility. So what can I offer? Aside from my paintings, I sell glasswork as well. Even the sanctors buy them to decorate their churches. My glasswork protects its owner from all manner of misfortune, including illness. Just carrying it will place you under God's protection. Best of all, I sell them at a price even commoners can afford. So what do you say? Vitality pendant for way more cash than I have. Sorry. Oh, did nothing strike your fancy? A shame. Did you ever change your mind? Do come by again?
That at once.
That's not something this commoner can afford.
Can hardly believe such a there.
You're interested in these herbs, yeah? Sorry, but I only sell it to my regulars. Okay, do you know Grius? Grius, don't tell me. Are you the one that's been hanging around the honeybee lately? One of its friends, truly? I come from the same town as Fabian, so Grius and I met a long time ago. The man helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though I think that deep down I always knew that things with him would end like this. Anyway, I couldn't possibly turn away a friend of Grius, so we're looking for some of my red grass. Buy as much as you like. It's 150 reeve a piece, or 4 for 500 reeve. So 600 or 500 on a discount.
Can we talk?
I don't know if I need that many, but still. I'll buy it at the discount. I'm buying it.
Thanks.
Great, 4 red grass then. Thank you kindly for your generosity. Feel free to come again anytime.
Can hardly believe such a thing.
Right, I'm assuming that's all the ingredients.
Very nice.
Elder, so long as you're a man among men, it matters not. Our famous mountain of meat skewers is a measly 150 reeve today. Any with the confidence to bust their belly to scale this mass are welcome. Bust their belly? What's that mean? Hold on, don't tell me you're actually interested. Gallica, stand back. Oh, I actually paid for it?
Come, have
Oh, now here's a man among men. Come eat as much as you can. I got up a surprising number of skewers, one after another after another. Oh, look at you go at it. Now here's a real man's man. Think I just may be falling for you.
Make it?
Wow, your stomach hasn't exploded yet, has it? Very work. Look what you get. A gilded cutlery.
Amazing.
Oh, nice going. That challenge was worth it after all. Wait, what? My support changed because I ate some skewers at this place, randomly. Okay, then. And I got some cutlery. Again, talking to random people isn't that bad for us, is it?
All right, then.
Wasn't expecting that to be the case, but we'll go with it.
Let's go.
I wonder how much I can sell that for.
I'm just if you can help.
Fancy a bit of info?
So,
Hey,
Bedouin meat, red grass, pristine clear water. I should have everything I need then,
I'm just
if that is what you want.
Yeah.
Right, we are going to make the Badoo that you said, which will increase my tolerance as
That
well.
reminds me.
I want to make red grass roasted Badoo and learn how to make it.
You're a big help.
Looks like you have all the right ingredients to make a red grass roasted Badoo. Let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we? I'm guessing it would have told me I didn't have.
Next up is...
Let's see here, a red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabienne taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh,
Is that a potato or bread? I don't even know. How about make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? No. Let's make it spicier. No, stick to the recipe. Treat it right. She asked us to make it for a clientele. If we make it spicier, etc., that'd be terrible.
no.
No, I think we should stick to the original recipe.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose it is Fabienne's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. And it's for a clientele. Gallica and I poured our heart into the preparation. A delicious aroma wafts through the room.
You did it.
Wow, we really did a good job with this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef, Will? Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance improved. My tolerance for chopping? Right, so that seems to be... 5, not even halfway yet. And we got red glass roasted Badoo. What's that even do for me? I continued to help out as the night went on. Alright, someone wanted to hear more about the honeybee. I should visit the young man on San Lumio Street.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Our first day that we actually had to spend. We You've used it all up. It took a while, though. That necromancer mentioned a day of calamity. Pretty ominous, but what does it even mean? Luis's orders or not, 'twas a necromancer who committed those acts of brutality we witnessed at the royal funeral. He undoubtedly prepares more of the same.
Right.
Well, we're going to put a stop to that corpse-robbing bastard before that happens. The state army can't handle them, then it falls on us to do it. The day of calamity we were warned about is just 9 days away. We need to stop that necromancer before then. What do we do early morning then?
What's happened?
It passes to afternoon. We have reportable quests? What happened? I'm assuming there really won't be much for us to do. There's one more quest, and I doubt more quests will be spawning day by day.
All right then.
No, it's just that quest. Though exploring more could help us out. So now it's going to be spamming stuff to reach levels of things? Which to reach first is always going to be the question here.
You do it.
Have you perhaps helped out at the Hushed Honeybee? Please tell me what it was like there. So the honeybee's cooking. I recounted to him the full story of my time as a sous chef.
Grand.
I see, so it's all in the preparation. Me hearing you right, it sounds as though Miss Fabienne is rather particular about the ingredients she uses. This red grass you mentioned, not just anyone can get their hands on that here, can they? I knew she was no ordinary innkeeper.
Now what am I to
As I
do?
believe I mentioned, the place I work serves high-class clientele, and the head chef, not to mention the customers, put too much emphasis on tribe. Just being a Nydia, I get a cold shoulder from Clemar and Rogue, nobles in particular. To be expected in society as it stands today.
What in the
Head chef doesn't want
blazes?
people like that to even see me holding a knife. Probably why he sticks me with all the busy work and chores. I suppose I should be grateful I have a job at all, honestly, but still, there are a lot of days when I question why I'm putting up with any of this. So I just wanted confirmation of a simple fact. I think I've always known to be true, that the skill of a chef has nothing to do with one's tribe. Hearing about the Hushed Honeybee has renewed my inspiration to keep cooking. Don't know where it will take me, but I'm ready to throw myself into the proverbial frying pan. Oh, and of course I need to thank you properly for what you've done. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, help Hushed Honeybee. It increases wisdom, gives us 2,000 in cash as well, and free Magla Pill. Seems like a pretty good reward.
Now then.
Now then, how much does that improve? So it's not that hard to get wisdom up. At least the first rank of it, we are informed already.
Wisdom.
It is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Better or worse, we've learned a lot about this country's attitudes toward different tribes. Who knew prejudice could even extend to cooking? But it's heartening to know people are working to make it better, so we've got to keep up our own fight too.
What on earth are you doing? Thank you much.
Thanks to you, I've gained valuable knowledge about the Hushed Honeybee's cooking. Thank you so much. I'm going to start making dishes behind the chef's back. And someday I'll shock the world with my culinary skills.
You do it.
Right, we have enough to pick up the next thing then.
But there are yet innocents in the cathedral.
Brown.
Aha. Closure A.
Oh, closure A. Oh, closure A. Now, he said he'd purify some crap for me if I reached level 2, right?
Let us share our faith.
You may be an elder, but it seems you understand something of sanctism. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. I gained the Sanctus trust with my wisdom, and now I can get my armaments purified at the church. Purify, oh purify. Ooh, wow. Don't know how much. Reduce the damage from being hit by your weakness. Is the foreman's jacket. And that's a big increase on everyone's stuff. Costs a fair bit. That sword is... Normal attacks become fire affinity. So that does you slashing and fire together? I mean, it's a big increase in attack, so of course I'm going to take it. I guess I'll use both. Dragon's Judgment. Seems pretty tasty. And reducing the damage from being hit by your weakness is pretty good as well. No one's got it equipped currently. It would lower my magic to put that on. But I think I've got the most weaknesses.
Yeah.
So surely a frontliner should be the one who really has it. Right, that's big profits. More to the point,
What now?
big weaponry. 144 attack he's got now. It's kind of silly. Well, that means we can now check out this quest over here.
Back again.
Was it? Come to ask about the job? This lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if nothing's too crazy. At least describe the job. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground with people as powerful as this woman.
Yes.
Oh well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte. I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters. This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned. Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
Don't need them. It's actually an option. I want to say they're unnecessary, because they are for me. I'm going to be honest.
They're not really necessary.
Well, well. You say that with such confidence. Interesting. All right, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
See, she like that. That's a secret. It's better than saying I think I am, to be honest.
I'm afraid that's a secret.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve. Then, I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Ooh, no. Everyone's faith is their own, I'll say.
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the God of Sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes. I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task. The fact is, our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard. I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I hardly think that bears discussion right now.
What do you think? It does seem like she could use the help, but...
You will be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals. Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest. I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
It's a strange request, but someone connected to Grius probably wouldn't try to trick us. It doesn't seem like a bad deal between the compensation and treasure.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Okay, where do you need to go?
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
This one's important.
No deadline. 2.5 of a ranking. Increases courage and gives us 7,500 in cash. But Pious Igniter. I slay Guptorus in Belega Corridor. The informant in Grand Trad, who's usually at the Hushed Honeybee Inn on Sunshade Road, should have more details. A side dungeon.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Interesting.
Danger here.
If you don't have a way there, I'll lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot. You can leave the city through the large gates south of the central street. Don't die out there now.
The monster Belega corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it. Hiding outside the city is a good idea, but don't forget our mission is in the Grand Cathedral. To get there, you can exit from the large south gate, or speak with me and I'll call you for you a carriage. Fair dues, but I guess I should get the information first and foremost. I'm guessing it might tell me some weaknesses. It's a possibility. Excuse me, Mr. Tolerance. I should be able to do tricks off of that.
What's happened?
Oh, has the guy gone back into here?
Please,
Yeah, he's staying in here now.
Fancy a bit of info?
What's it you want to know? Well, I probably can buy it. Ox Demon of Belega Corridor. Not a Minotaur, right? Ox Demon.
Want in on this?
Who told you about Belega Corridor? That place may still harbour some treasure, since not many know about it. However, word has it that deep within is a grotesque Guptoros. Oh, it is blooming Minotaur. A gigantic two-legged beast with some horrible two-legged beast brandishing an axe. It's quite famous amongst adventurers. Oh no, it hates anyone who uses a staff or mace and will go berserk if it sees one. Watch out if it starts to build up strength. The next hit could kill you straight off. Oh, so don't use a class that can do that. That said, if you time your attacks well, you can knock it out of its stance and hold its attack. I recommend swift pierce attacks with spears of some sort. It's weak to them.
Just between us.
If you can, then you ought to simply guard. Defending won't help you to escape, but you may just be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there's a lot of goblins out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them off, use swords and spears. When he says staves or maces, does he mean mage and healer? Guess we should switch it up to be safe. Just to warn you, it's full of monsters that make the ones in Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. If you go, make sure you're mentally prepared for what you face. That's all I can offer you for now. Should you survive, do return. If you've got the coin, I'll have more information for you. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information that I can check later. That's some good information. Some very solid information. So to be honest now, it looks like the best course of action for me is to prepare a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit of a bigger spear, a better spear. I'm going to be making 7,000 cash very shortly after all.
You'll be a lifesaver.
I guess if I bought one really nice spear, it wouldn't be too bad. Though again, I might just find a random spear. I guess the best idea would be for me to more think things over. Because I think we'll be going out there next. Didn't it say about the level of the quest that it shows me? Doesn't show me the level of the enemy then. Recommended Night Warrior. Guess it's just the ranking we look at for the danger, isn't it? It's a dangerous world out there. Always best to have a weapon or two by your side. To be honest, I prefer an igniter, but those are priced beyond the means of your average commoner.
Hello there.
I don't see customers of your kind very often. Browse your leisure though. The tribe's dealings are your own. To be honest, golden EP. Strength plus 3, magic plus 3. Oh, 50k. 50k? 50,000? When I could definitely buy myself a better lance before I go out. It's something to mull over between now and the next episode, but I think that is the end of our first session. We will be diving deeper into whatever awaits us, but the whole not using a staff thing is an interesting caveat. Does that mean I want to maybe... I can maybe switch up, obviously back to Seeker, but then do I want to maybe inherit the heal skill onto Seeker so that I then have options? So that will stop the berserk going by the look of it. Will I remember by next time? That is a question. That is the question indeed. So, our first session of Metaphor ReFantazio is over. We've barely gotten to the start of it, and we're basically now starting the first actual full cycle of what the gameplay really is. The story has started to unfold, though. And some crazy has happened. That big floating king island in the sky. And the weird apple of his eyes growing stone heads and popularity contests is about to take place. Eating some skewers got me 50 friends, though. 50 people who like me very muchly. At least 50 ranks up a little bit higher. Or I beat 50 people due to it. That might just be the one person actually likes me more, which is just that guy, to be fair, to put me above 50 people. I don't know. But we will be continuing on next time. I'll decide on my purchases, decide on what I want to do. But we are probably going out to that extra place to get some extra levels. Grind up a bit more. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for more. Until then, I say bye-bye on this fine Arbor's Day afternoon.